space at Shoreline Village. I call it the Makerspace by the Sea. And I'm hoping we're trying to do this on two environments right now. One is on the Zoom, and the other is on YouTube live streaming. So we're hoping we can make this all work. And so we're juggling two audiences and making things at the same time. So today's toy making session is going to be about making stuffies. Oh, stuffed animals, little stuffed animals that we call stuffies. And I'm going to prop this up with some patterns and hope we can get this to stay. This is fairly high tech here. Not. Okay, we will have to figure this out for future times. Oh, great. Okay. All right. What can we do? Can we put this on here? No, it might work. Everything's too slippery. Okay, there we go. Got a little, lag in the way. Oh, maybe I can sew something. Maybe I can get a little tip. Ah! It's making me crazy. Okay. All right. I'm going to sew these stuffies one-handed. No, I'm not. I'm going to try to figure this out. How can I prevent my phone from sliding off without... Oh, maybe I can put it on my screen, my laptop, so it can be propped up by that. Okay, that might work. Okay, that works. Good. Yay! Hooray! Okay, we are making stuffies. Here are the stuffies. Here's one. Here's two. Here is three. Here is four. And in 2023, we're having the year of the rabbit. So that's what these toys are. They're bunnies. They don't look like your traditional bunnies, but they are very easy to make. So that's what we're going for, easy. Why are we going for easy? Because I've got this goal of making 500 toys before December 17th. And I only have about 10 so far. I don't know if I'm actually going to make 500 stuffies, but it's kind of fun to set ourselves some challenges sometimes. So I do want to share with you on the Belmont Shore patch, I have posted a post on how to make the pattern for these stuffies. But I will walk through it with you here. There's an air. And here is a head. And here is a body, right? So I'm going to... this is going to be tricky because when I show things on the Zoom, so now I'm going to go to the Zoom and I am going to share my screen and I'm going to show the, all windows. I'm going to show the window with the Belmont Shore patch. I don't see any browser here, so I will pull up a browser and then I'm going to look it up and then I'll talk to you about it. Browser, Belmont Shore patch, and then stuffy. Making stuffies for holiday gifting and donation. That is the post I made. Now, this is a STEAM project, and you might ask, how is it a STEAM project? First, let me go back to the Zoom and do the share. So, okay, I think I have to... This one? Maybe that's it. Okay. So I'm trying to do it by describing the pattern in inches and shapes. So it's geometry, right? That's our exercise today. So let's look at the body here. Going over to get a ruler. Okay, here we go. We have a ruler from an acrylic ruler that's used for quilting. And I have this. So I'm going to measure it. And at the narrow end, it is about 4 inches, right? And at the wider end, it is about 5 inches. So what did I see? The body, a trapezoid with the bottom side being about 5.5 inches and the top side about 5 inches. So I think that's wrong. The bottom side is about 4 inches and the top side is about 5 inches, or vice versa. So I'm going to write that down so that we have a note. Oh, we have a note that we can apply, make our changes and apply. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, pen. Making a note. 4 inches and 5 inches. I also don't think I noted the length of the body. So I'm going to add that now, and I'll be updating my post. So the length is about 4.5 inches. 4.5 inches. I'm going to put that in slightly bigger, darker print. Let's find a marker. Okay. So big, thick marker. 4 inches, 5 inches, and then 4.5 inches, which makes this about 0.5. And then 0.5 here. Okay, 4 inches, 5 inches. This, if you drop a line down here, is 0.5 and 0.5, and then this is 4.5 along the center line. This is harder than one might think. Next is the head. I said cut a circle with a diameter of 6.5 inches. First of all, let's check the diameter of this. Okay, so this diameter would be 4.5 inches, 4 3/4 inches. So the diameter, which is not this is a cord off of it, but the diameter D equals 4 3/4 inches. 4.75 inches. Okay. And then I just, this is all this, I hack this pattern up, but so if we were to make this exactly meet, if we were to make this exactly meet at the edges, this would be what it looks like before I sew it. So you see there's actually a little bit of overlap. Honestly, I think what I'd like to do is adjust this dimension in a bit. So maybe instead of that's 4, that might be 3.5. And then we cut some off. So I'm going to adjust that now, because usually what I do is I just cut it and sew it and whatevs, right? So I cut. Okay. And Now I need a pair of scissors. I am expecting some of my people to come in from the okay, there we go. So now if we put this on top of this, it matches perfectly. Okay, so I might have to redo these measurements, but for now we got it. Okay, this live stream I think is planned for 1 hour, and then the Zoom goes on for 2. Okay, the third pattern piece is, oh, I know, I could make the length of the cord. Like if I identified the length of the cord, which is 3.5 inches, then they would know how to cut it. Ooh, this is so much fun. 3.5 inches. Okay, great. And the arms. I hack everything, okay? I just say, oh, looks good, cut it. And so I said cut a rectangle with width 1.5 inches. Let's see what this is. Yeah, this is 1.5 inches. And then the length, 6 inches. Let's see what this is. This is 4 3/4 inches. Okay, so 1.5 by 4 3/4. So I'm gonna cut a new one because this one actually belongs to someone else. So let me get a piece of paper, and I'm gonna cut 1.5 inches. So mark it. I know you're probably wishing I would show you my hands instead of my face. That might have to wait for another day. 1.5 inches by, I said it was 4.5. 4.5. And I'll show you what I mean when I say I hack it. Because, you know, when you're making things that are one of a kind and you're using scrap fabrics, it's totally okay to do a, to have them be different, right? I mean, that's kind of what you want when you do handmade stuff. So it lets you take a little bit of liberty in what you do. Okay, now that one is a little not rectangular. So, but honestly, I don't care. It's totally okay. And then we just cut a little arm there. So see how easy that is. Now let's compare it against this other one. Ooh, the other one's bigger. I don't care. Oh. There's so much more to this. So much more. All right. Come on in. Hello, I'm live streaming. I'm Zooming. And my friend Steph might show up.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So all of those things.
Okay.
If she shows up, she can do over there.
This is what I forgot.
Yes. You want to put your stuff in a little corner area so that you don't lose it?
Well, I'm going to put it back in the bag.
Oh, okay.
So even if I were to walk out of here with the bag, I would look at my shoulder and say, what is missing here? So.
Okay, so I'm making more arms, but
Okay.
I had a grand idea, Leclerc.
Uh-oh. Another one?
Another one, yes. I'm full of grand ideas, I know.
Okay.
This one is to make a card game.
Okay.
That will help us to reduce the task of making the, this is the game we play, right? It gives us opportunities to be creative. Reduce the task of making 500 bunnies.
Already.
To being whatever bunnies we can make plus
Okay.
a number of card games.
Oh, okay.
So the card game is a memory card game.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to call it Makersville Memories.
Oh, okay.
with a COVID booster,
Okay.
which is kind of fun, right? It's a booster pack.
Okay.
And so the Makersville Memories are just pictures of things we've made and people who've been through the space, drawn in avatar form.
Okay.
So like a hand drawing thing.
Uh-huh.
And then they are matching them, right? So that's the basic game.
Okay.
And then the booster is the COVID KO'd virus,
Oh, okay.
the COVID healthy virus,
Okay.
the a COVID booster shot,
Okay.
you know, like a little bottle of vaccine,
Okay.
things like that. So if they turn up
Mhm.
two things that are the same,
Mhm.
they get to keep the cards, right?
Oh, okay.
If any one thing that they turn up is a special card, like the booster pack card,
Okay.
then they get to keep that
Oh, okay.
in case they get KO'd.
Oh, okay.
But if they turn up the KO card
Mhm.
before they actually get the booster cards,
Okay.
then they lose.
Oh, okay.
Well, we could adjust the rules to be so they lose some of the hands.
Okay.
And so what it does
Mhm.
is it reduces it to a digital image editing thing
Okay.
one time, and then we send it to the printer, and
Okay.
they send back a sheet of cards,
Okay.
and we might have to paste the cards on the back and trim it with the trimmer,
Mhm.
but then that's easier, right?
Okay.
And then we just package it, and then it's Makersville Memories, which
Mhm.
is like a Makersville promo thing,
Mhm.
and the COVID booster pack,
Okay.
which satisfies the requirement. Pretty good, right?
Okay.
So what that means is I'm not always sewing,
Okay.
which gets a little tricky sometimes. Not that I don't love sewing, it
course.
just gets a little tricky sometimes. Okay, so guys, just to let you know about this, what happens with this is if you want to do it, you can do it like this, or you can make one that's double wide. And I'll show you, not quite double wide actually, because you're removing the sausages then. But I'm gonna cut one so you can see what I'm doing. This one I'm gonna make a little bit longer. Okay, so it's just a rectangle like this. And then when you do it, you fold it over, you sew it, and then you just sew like a U along here. And then that means you're sewing less. It's a little trick. Hack. A hack. Okay, so this is, let's see how big this is. This is 5 inches. I know, and my European friends are gonna be wondering, like, what the heck? Inches? We don't use inches. So this is the arm. There's an optional second color that you can do. Okay, then the leg, we said 2 inches by 2 inches by 9 inches. So let's see what 9 inches looks like. And I think that seems about right. So 9 inches here. And then 2 inches. So what I'm trying to do is, because one of my students is coming online on the Zoom soon, and I want to make sure that they can cut the pattern so that I can correctly describe to them how to cut the pattern. I think they're coming on at 2:30. So yesterday, Paula and I were looking into the podcasting. And let's see. Toy making. Toy making. Oh my gosh, the other day I stopped by a I think it was 708 Gladys.
Okay.
And have you ever been to 708 Gladys?
It does not ring a bell. No, I know where Gladys is, and I know where 7th Street is, but
Because 708 Gladys happens to be the address of the narrowest house in the United States of America.
oh, really? Is that like a Guinness Book World Record or something like that?
I really don't know, but
Okay.
I had heard of it.
Because I've been near skinny houses, but I don't remember being on Gladys.
Is there another skinny house in Long Beach?
Well, when I was in high school, we went over to, they used to go to Wilson. So we went to some neighborhood in that area, but I couldn't tell you what street it was on. So, and then at that time, whoever my driver instructor was, because I was doing driver's ed, made a similar claim, but I have no idea if it was true of that house or, what the case may have been. But yeah, so there are a few, but that one was, for lack of a better term, architectural interest. It was like a really kind of cool looking, kind of modernist looking house.
I'll have to show you what's on my phone once I stop live streaming.
Oh, okay, yeah, I mean, maybe it was the same house and I just don't remember.
Yeah, which will be about 3 o'clock.
Oh, don't worry, yeah. I'm not going anywhere.
Well, I don't want this live stream to be that long. So. No, it's an anchor, right? Doing things online is an anchor, meaning it's a weight. So not the anchor that keeps you down, keeps you tied to reality, but the other anchor.
You see, I would think the internet would not keep you tied to reality, but that's just me.
Right. Oogly doogly.
Alright.
Okay, so this is a leg. Okay, alright, I got my pattern pieces now. And let me do an edit on this. Ugh, I can't edit it until I get onto the other laptop. Okay. Right. This is good practice though. So now I have when I'm done with this, I want to share with you some insights I had in a conversation, but
Okay.
it's not appropriate for this audience, even though there is no audience.
Well, now.
Okay, so now I am going to cut pieces. Okay, let's see. We still have one more of these stuffies to finish. So I will work on this. However I can get it done, I will do it. And make some legs. Oh, I have some legs being made out of that. I think this one will have ears. I can use. I can see that some of so what I'm doing here is I'm actually cleaning.
Oh, okay.
in my own very time-consuming way
Okay.
because I can't throw things away,
Okay.
so I clean them
Okay.
by sewing them through elaborate projects I create
Okay.
and find people to fund. Mhm. Oh, there's a new grant that the city's offering that we can try to co-apply for that too. It's $1,000.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna get these projects paid for one way or the other. One. Two. Do you still talk to any of your old school friends?
Oh, some of them. I mean, on Sunday, two of my friends from high school got together. But it just depends, because most people I know from high school,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't necessarily. Some of them I keep up with on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
but there are only a few people when I graduated that kept in contact with, and some I still do, and others I haven't.
Mm-hmm. Well, that happens, right?
Yeah. And that's 30 years ago by.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a long time. So, trying to figure out, I gotta figure out how to mount this camera
Oh, okay.
so that it actually shows my hands.
Oh, okay.
You know, it makes sense. Nobody wants to see my face.
Well, now.
Well,
They wanna
well,
see
for
you
reals,
speaking.
nobody wants to see my face. They want to see
Well,
what
but
I'm
I think
doing.
it's like if you were, say, dancing, they want a close-up of your feet at times when you're doing the steps. They want to see your face smiling, and they want to see a long shot so they can see the thing. So I think your face is so you don't look disembodied from the task you're performing.
Hmm. Well, something for the next time. And then this stuff. I bought so much of this stuff during the pandemic,
Oh, okay.
but it has limited uses.
Okay.
You know, it's actually hospital stuff.
Was for the mask?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I was trying to figure out how can I use it? How can I use it?
Okay.
How would you use this fabric, this material?
Is it breathable?
It is breathable.
Okay, well then you could make masks that aren't necessarily face masks. You can just make a regular, mask.
Cosplay mask?
In essence, I mean,
Mm.
because if it's something that if they put it on their face and doesn't make them sweat too much, because the problem with most of the costumes, they look great from the outside,
Mm-hmm.
but the people in them are sweating their, depending on the conditions, of course, are like they're sweating and they're tight and they're chafing and whatnot. So if you have something that might be comfortable,
Oh, well, you know, that's interesting.
yeah. So it doesn't
Wow, that's great.
anyway, so it doesn't have to be a quote unquote medical mask. It can just be
Mm-hmm.
something that's comfortable.
I also thought of making bunnies,
Okay.
not bunnies,
Okay.
bears, stuffed bears, because those are gifts that you give when you're in hospital.
Yeah.
And making them completely out of this material
Okay.
so that they could be attractive to doctors and nurses.
Okay.
Because it's kind of weird, but I think that's like way too over the top, probably.
Not necessarily. If it's something you think a kid will like, then it can work.
Yeah. But I like it for the stuffing because it uses the structural
Okay.
you know, structural feel of it, the tightness, and yeah, so that's it. Okay, now, so I've got ears. I think what I'm going to do until my students show up is just cut parts. Okay, so this is too long. Oh, I actually don't think that's so long. Stream again. Reconnecting. Okay, great. I am again live. Okay. All right. Scissors. Okay. Well, I think that's it for the live stream now, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, all 0 of you. And we'll do it again another time. Okay, good.